So along with Isabella, I am the assistant producer, and this is all about getting the funds to go to Edinburgh because it's very expensive. But it's like having a 9-to-5 job. We are organising events, we're trying to do fundraisers, we are trying to sell tickets for our show, we're liaising with other theatre companies and other people who own places that we can perform in. It's great organising these events. Bella and I have lots of fun because we can tie it in with the themes of our play, as well as and because our target audience mainly we're aiming it at the lower school girls in our school, and then we've got a whole different target audience for certain events, like our press night.
I think, also for you, because Happy Girl is a project that we're enjoying and loving so much, it makes your job so much better.
Yeah.
Like, you have that extra push to want to raise all the money you can and get people to come and see your show and get us to perform at different places. So,
Yeah, it's great.
I'm stage manager, so basically part of my job is to help take attendance at the beginning of every rehearsal.
Are you ever on time though?
Always late.
I have to help take the props down, set up the stage. When we travel up to Edinburgh on the train, I will help carry everything up on the train. Also, I'm helping Tracy Mathewson, our director, a lot. So if we're doing new blocking, or she has any new ideas, or there are new props that come up, I need to make sure I record all of them so if she forgets it, or she's busy dealing with the other 11 people in our cast, then I shall help her.
It's great. I think it's so great because I remember the first time we ever did a read-through, we were sat in a circle and we'd been doing like improv and devising the past couple of weeks, and then to have like the script, like the Holy Bible script handed to us, and we'd read through things and we'd just erupt into laughter because some of the things are our stories, and it's because it's real. It's so great because it's real.
Yeah. The other thing with having so much creative input, which is so great, is the fact that it makes the rehearsals so much more enjoyable. So like, we could just be outside of rehearsal space, living our lives on the train, in the park, wherever, and we'll be like, oh my god, that should go in Happy Girl. Like the smallest thing, like I could say something in a certain way and we'd be like, oh my god, yeah, that should be in it. Because what we're trying to portray is the life of a teenage girl, which is obviously what we're living. So when we come back into rehearsals and we can then add that in, it just makes the whole process so much more enjoyable, and it will eventually, hopefully, make it more enjoyable for the audience as well.
Well, the starting place for this project is to take a group of Year 12 students and work with them for a selection of weeks and devise a show. The first constraint that we had, though, was an all-female cast. So I knew that we had to do something that really, really spoke to girls, particularly girls and not necessarily women. And feminism is a really kind of, I don't want to call it a hot debate. Feminism is on people's minds right now. And actually, the way that we look at feminism is more from a woman-centered view, like pay, like maternity leave. And I was really interested to see how feminism, or actually how sexism affected younger women or girls before they become women. And actually, we've kind of discovered quite a few surprises in the process. Happy Girl is about girls, and it's about, I think what really makes Happy Girl different is that it's not the kind of discussion that girls have. You know, a lot of girls don't trust girls, and so by the time we become women, we don't trust women, when actually, by the time you're a woman, you should be allies with other women. You should be helping each other out. You should be supporting each other and rooting for each other. And actually, all this conditioning that occurs while you're a teenager just sets you up for a fall later on. And working with these girls who are absolutely in the midst of their teenage years and kind of grappling with bitchiness, grappling with friends, where it's a time in your life where you have the most intense friendships, but then you also have the most intense backstabbing betrayals. And all of that comes to play later on, and some of it fades away and softens, but then some of it is always going to be there. And wouldn't it be wonderful if we could actually kind of combat that conditioning and become supportive when we're younger, so that when we do need each other when we're older and we're like living in the kind of sexist society that we are in, we could actually really help each other later on. I asked the girls in the company for female artists that they connected with. Marina was one of them. I'd never heard her music before, but I liked that she kind of had a sound that, it was a sound that I hadn't heard before, and so something that was actually alien to me, but that the girls connected to was really interesting, and I wanted to make sure that I listened to you guys and brought that into it. Grimes, especially the song Oblivion, I really wanted to use, one, because she's a female artist writing, creating her own music, so absolutely what a wonderful platform to use that, as well as the song Oblivion anyway has kind of this happy sound but really sad undertones, and I really thought that was a wonderful song to use in the scene that we do use, where the facade is of happiness and then you have this kind of turbulent undercurrent going on. And actually the music video is directed by a woman, so I thought extra points for us.
Here's to you,
And here's to me. Friends forever we shall be. But if we ever disagree, fuck you, and here's to me.